This is more of like an advanced beginner's guide to long jump, all right? So in the long jump, what we're going to do, I usually work on the athlete's third step out. I work off of that, all right? So your third step out, you're going to step with the ball of your foot, your forefoot, and your heel's going to be off the ground. And then in the middle, you can see these mats. In the middle, you're going to be a flat right there. And then on the next one, you're going to be flat right here. Now, that's going to set you up for a takeoff. So when you are doing this, remember the ball of your foot, flat, flat. All right? So now, while you're doing that, your steps are going to be short on your toe, long on flat foot, and then short. All right? So the reason why you want to set that up is that you have enough power to take off at the board without being unstable, okay? And you're going to be able to get more power. So this one's going to be short, this one's going to be long, and this one's going to be short. And when you jump, I'm a left foot jumper, but when you take off, right here, you want to drive your heel forward, all right? And drive your arms also, all right? So you want to kick your heel forward without casting it out. So that's what I mean by cast. So this is casting out, and this is blocking, all right? So you want to block right here, block right here, all right? And you want to get power because your speed should get you most of your distance. But what you're going to have to be able to do is hold your technique. So now we'll go over getting into the air and going over your phases in air. Long jump is a lot of different steps, I know, so that's why I'm breaking it down to you, because nobody probably even told you this. Like I said, so when you take off of the board, I just got this to help us get a little bit more height, but when you take off of the board, your foot is going to be flat, and then you're going to drive your knee up. You want to hold this position for as long as you can while this arm rotates. And this arm is going to rotate with it, and then come back up, and then that's when you're going to kick both feet out and then land in the sand, all right? So when you're going through the air, it's just going to be, I'm not going to jump in the sand, but you're going to go right here. So try to hold that as long as you can. Then at the last minute, as your arm starts to rotate up, other arm comes up, knees to the chest, kick out. So here's a drill that you can do. All right, your driving knee should come down second. Got it? So just hold that for as long as you can. We'll go over the hitch kick later, but you want to hold that knee up while you're driving off. Another note is to keep the chest up, all right? You don't want to be back here because that's decelerating you and keeping you from your distance. You don't want to be here because that's going to start your landing process too soon, all right? So when you're jumping, you want your chest straight up, right there, right here. As this arm comes around, both knees come up, and then you kick out and land. So when you start your run back, you want to put your jumping foot, I jump off my left, I have my athletes put their heel in the middle of the board where they would jump off of, just a couple inches from it, and then I have them run back as fast as they can, or just how they do it in their competition. So like I said, I'm a left foot jumper, so I'll start my left foot in the middle of the board right here, and then I'll take off exactly how I want to take off in the competition. And this foot, we're going to count 8 steps of this foot. So your first step is going to be right here, and then your next step, that's going to be 1, okay? So usually that's going to be like a 16-step approach, all right? That's going to give you enough time to accelerate, and depends on your age, but the older you are, the further back you should probably be. The faster you are, the further back you're going to be, because you're going to need to accelerate. So just as a disclaimer, you're going to need somebody to help you do this, all right? Somebody that's going to have a good eye to watch where your toe is landing, because every inch is going to count in the long jump, okay? So your eighth step, to help them out, do a little pop-up. All right? Remember those last 3 steps I told you about? Do those last 3 steps and then pop up as you get to your 8th step. So the 5th step, well, I'm sorry, the 6th step, toe, 7th step, flat, 8th step, flat. Got it? So that's going to be the rhythm. So make that happen and keep drilling it. Go slow and then speed up. All right? As you learn it, you're going to be able to go faster and do it correctly. So start slow and then go fast. All right, for your landing, what you're going to do, remember, when we take off, it's going to be a flat foot, and then we're going to drive this knee up. All right? We're not going to cast it out because that's going to start our landing process too early. All right? So we want to be in the air from like this, and then while this arm is cycling through, as it get up to the top, that's when you bring your other knee up, kick, and then land in the sand. A drill that you can do for just hanging in the air a little bit is to, when you jump, remember it's going to be flat-footed, drive this up. Once this arm comes up, this one comes up even higher, both knees comes to the chest. All right? So we're just going to do that knee tuck right here. And just land in the sand. All right? So don't be afraid to get dirty. All right? So just make sure that you hang and then tuck. Hang, then tuck. And you can work on the kick later. So for training purposes, we're just going to do a broad jump, bringing the knees to the chest, and now we're just going to be working on the kick. All right? So we're going to stand at the edge of the sand. Then you're just right here, and then you want to jump, driving both arms, because both arms are going to be up when your knees come to your chest. So you're going to jump up, knees to the chest, and then kick out, heels hit the sand. All right? So it's going to be like this. Right there. And we're just working on kicking out right now. Just working on kicking out, take it in phases, and then put it all together later. All right? So just right here. And come on out the sand. All right? Again, don't be afraid to get dirty. This is long jump, for Christ's sakes. All right, every day in the sand is a good day. All right? So just make sure you practice those drills, do them, try to speed them up, and try to do them correctly. Go as fast as you can do it correctly, if that makes sense. All right? So good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm at A-Rush Sports on all social media. And also, you can leave me messages to let me know what you want next or what you need to know, what I didn't cover, because there's a lot that I didn't cover. But just let me know what you're thinking and comment in the section.